Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Show me everything. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player one with the life lead. The impact gets blocked. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What's the play here? Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Throws them to negate the block. Takes a trip. Well-timed corner switch. Burnout activates. Life lead opens up. One chance here may end this match. Grabs the whip, gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Checks with a medium kick. 3-ball. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? He took him to the corner in a flash. Jumps in. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Fights him with free glove. This may be it. Was hungry for the grab. Both fighters planning some anti-air in the clutch. Player two will look to apply fires off the Tenobo. That's not gonna hit. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player two hit flatlines on. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Both fighters are raring to go. Medium kick hits. Forward rush. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Dribble. Very nice dribble. Uses the teleport. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Pack your bags. You need guts to pull that off. Player one faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Breaks the block with a throw. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. What are they thinking here? They block the overhead, and both sides backing off to form their game plan. Taking stock. Time's the only thing moving here. Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. All right, what's coming up next? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Anything could happen here. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. I'd like to see them use this drive disparity to shift the tide of the fight to their side. Misses the drive impact. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. 3-ball? Both fighters planning something? Are they thinking about how to steal this round? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. KO. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checks with a medium. Are we going to see some fireworks? Departure set. Player two did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Big opportunity now in this corner. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. What'll happen here? Hits them with a stop and bomb. Russian suplex, and that's gonna be a chunk of damage there. Looking for a chance. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player two has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Looks like they both want to stay out of the... Were they baiting them into that? Closes it out! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Their timing was on point there. That perfect parry may lead to something. Medium kick hits. All in with a rush. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Who will set the bait at this range? Medium kick into. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Forward rush. Comes with a kick. Crowns him from above. Oh, drive rush. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. What are they gonna do? Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Amazing. Noticeable life lead. It is over. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Shows a medium kick. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. There's a thing. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. What are they thinking here? Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next? Player, will this super art connect? Throwing some shade. Taking stock. Torbala. Okay, creating some space here. Player one chases them down. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Counters with amnesia. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shows a medium kick. Gets the jump in. Had the radar up and running. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Pounding them with the La Chuca. Can they stand the heat? Big super art hit. It's on. They must have a game plan here with a critical art on deck, but executing that plan is the key. Target locked and scoop. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looking for a chance, crowns him from above. Escapes the corner. Links it. Breaks through with the throw. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Still plenty of time left. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They were expecting that drive impact. Genius read. Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. Grabs and throws him. Ooh, what a smart throw. Headbutt. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Medium kick hit. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Okay, here we go. Player one and whiffs. They're wide open. Gotta do better than that. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this. Getting it all on this level 2 super art. Make smart use of the game. Good super art. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. Medium kick into the low kick hit. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? A real test of nerves here. Who will set the bait at this range? Break him! It is over! I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Spikes him with Triglav. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Not shy with the grab. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Sees it coming and blocks it out. From up above. Gets the jump in. All are we gonna see? Oh, burnout triggered! Grabs them, a quick breather. Player 2 has depleted their KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Medium kick hits. Throws them to negate the block. Woo, that last round went right down to the wire. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Clean parry. Jumps up, hits him with a stopping block. Good heads-up decision, opting for the drive impact. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to dig in. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Noticeable life overhead, but it won't work. Looking for a hole. Can they close this round without tying up? The drive impact doesn't work. Borderline incoming. Player 1 can't use any drive. Oh, in with a rush. Sticks out a kick. Send them to another dimension. Excellent read. Doesn't touch the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Revolt ices it. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Looking for a hole. Medium kick. Both sides getting ready. Where's this going? Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Impact counter. Flatlines them. Challenge catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. Are these two gonna fight forever? Checks with a medium kick. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Oh! Deftly shuts out the jumper. Throws him down. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Oh, easy tech. Oh, with the throw. Down to the wire. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Strings it all together. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? This is a real back and forth match for scenes. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. In there! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Oh, with the throw. Sees it coming and blocks it out. The jump-in is denied. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 chases them down. Hits them with a stop and pop. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Big throws. Both fighters are amnesia. Gets the back throw to turn things around. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. The throw missed. Full SA meters up, springs forward with the drive rush. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Level 3 super. Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. They're backed up into the corner. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to see pump tap to close it? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for nationals. It's time to go all in. Strings it all together. They block the overhead and player 2 with the life lead. Anticipates the overhead. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? You can use a drive rush like that there to maintain the pressure. Hold your breath. Wraps it up with the drive impact. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Nice cross-up. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Connects with medium kick. Checks with a medium kick. Hits him with a stopping block. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Manages to block the jump. They're going for the super art. Both life and super art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. Ooh, what a smart throw. Knockdown and spikes him with 3 gloves. Departure. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? In the face. Doing some quick plant. Oh, coming for you. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Feasting with a Russian suplex. Comes off the tank and scores the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Player 1 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Ugh, scuff him. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. They're in range. We punish counter sets the table. Nails the 3-bar. And no hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSFW.
To action!
Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical art. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? Raker. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Who will set the bait at this range? Portable line incoming. Oh, coming for you. Adds a bit of OG spice. Will they gamble something here on a drive move? Oh, it's enough. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. Ugh, scuff him. Brushes that off and keeps going. Target locked and scoop. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Knockdown. Blocks the ambiguous crossover. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? The super armor does its job. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Medium kick hit. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Poke with a medium kick. Going in. Medium kick. Yes! Drive impact for the win. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Oh! The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Player 1 with the life lead. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Burns 2 bars to pull out the super art. Player 1 has the meter lead. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened? Up, hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Target locked and scoop. Player 1 has a slight life. Brushes that off and keeps going. Looking to plant him with a pile driver. Their will to win is really being tested here. Looking for a chance. Drop tap to close it. Well, listen, when you're locked in, You're locked in. That was a decisive win. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of space between the two fighters, but who will decide to close the gap? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're going to eat tons of damage. The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? Blocks the jump in. Just out of range for that throw. Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. Trying to lead each other here? Throws him. What's next? All right, what's coming up next? We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? Where is their opening? The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Life lead opens up. Confirm on the impact. Not a counter, but they'll take it. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. KO! Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits up the counter. Just hits them with a stop and bomb. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Player one can build off this lead. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Pokes with a medium kick. Headbutt. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Springs forward with a drive rush. Checks with a medium kick. Departure set. 3-volt ices it. Super art on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Sees the overhead coming. They trade hits. Gotta do better than that. Jump! Get out of nowhere! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. This can lead to some big damage. Drive rush! Check. Nothing stops this train. Player two with the lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Medium kick into? What are they gonna do? Pokes with a kick. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Oh, here we go. Scuffle. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Both sides getting... No! This'll break! You need guts to pull that off! Player one! Straight up outplayed them! Talk about a David and Goliath situation! Impact squashed! Manages to block the jump in and hits them with a stop and bomb! Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Whiffs the throw. Throws them to negate the block. Those aren't working here. Will this super art connect? Alright, what's coming up next? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead opens up. Spikes him with Kriegler. Throwing some shade. Trying to lead each other here? From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Where's their opening? Drive rush to keep it going. Finishes them with a drive impact. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Throws them to negate the block.
Is that all you got?
Grabs him. Knockdown. Jumps up. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save it. Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Going in? In there! That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. The super armor does its job. Player 1 has the life lead. Down to the wire. Gets a good lead on their opponent. This is close for the super art. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Where is their opening? Gets him. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Nice, perfect parry there. What'll they do next? Spikes them with tree glove. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Tree glove. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. 3-volt ices him. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Sneaks in above. Big, ooh, what a smart throw. Lightning a thunderous drive impact to close the round. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Connects with medium kick. Medium kick hits. Backs off. Getting up close and personal. With getting it all on the drive rush. The tree glove skewers them. Uses the teleport. Nearly turning it right up with a super. It's the interdiction. They've been waiting for this. This could change everything. Are we going forward rush? What are they gonna do? Closes it out. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Back with a well-placed drive reversal. Absorbs. Oh! Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Solid combo. Nice! Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Grabs them. Everything up until now. And everything amnesia! Departure set. Player 2 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Both fighters planning something? Perfect parry? That's a counter. A quick breather. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Not much life difference. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Free glove. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? Digs in deep to get that drive in. Target locked and scoop. Are we gonna see a draw critical? What's gonna happen?
Meaningless efforts.
Still alive? Still alive? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Player 2 can't use any drive-through. Gotta play it safe. What a finish! Player 2 gets the win in a